That's one of the all-time great songs, too. Cool Change by the Little River Band right now. That's a live look at Daily Plaza this morning. The tree is on the way.
That's right. Yes, it's being cut down today.
Okay, lit up a little bit later, but beautiful, beautiful tree from the Coleman family and McHenry. And much appreciation from the city of Chicago.
Yes, absolutely. It's a beautiful tree.
And talking about cool change, because that is what is indeed on the way.
A cold change Tracy is talking about with snowflakes this big.
Really? Did I say that?
That's what it feels like when we see it.
We heard that. Yeah.
You heard me say that?
No, we interpreted it that way.
That's our interpretation.
Like, I know I'm losing my mind some days, but I don't remember saying that one. Good morning to you. And ironically, Mike Kaplan wrote a blog the other day and referenced that exact song. Well, good morning to you. Let's look at our almanac page and today see where we're going. Well, 46 is a number we have already hit earlier this morning at O'Hare. Our temperature now at O'Hare, our low so far this morning, 42. I think if we get back up to a 46, that's about it. That's where it's going to stop for a high temperature here today. 53 is the average high today, 42 right now at O'Hare. It's already starting to get kind of breezy around the area this morning. North-northwest wind going at about 12 miles per hour. 41 in Gurnee, it's 43 at Midway, 39 degrees right now in Joliet. Well, here's a look at the satellite picture, and skies are clear to at times partly cloudy in the area this morning, but there's a lot more cloud cover developing and spreading across much of, well, central and northern Wisconsin, and that's going to be coming in here for the afternoon today. Temperature-wise, in Madison 41, Peoria 41, Champaign 41, along with Indianapolis. And so what we're expecting here, the course of the day, mainly clear skies this morning, and then this afternoon, clouds thickening up. Expect high temperatures today, well, or this afternoon, low to mid-40s around the area. A blustery afternoon ahead. We'll have some gusty winds out of the northwest here this afternoon. And overnight tonight, some lake effect rain and some snow showers. I think very possibly places like Portage, Michigan City. Tomorrow morning, you may be able to say, it's snowing. See? It's snowing. But no accumulation expected.
Just big
flakes.
Like,
yeah. I feel like they've grown in your little graphic there, no? They've remained the same size?
She's waking up. Now we really see there's snowflakes on the way. Snow alarm 2010. Get ready. Hey, it is now.
The Chicago History Museum is a gold mine in which Chicago's riches have been preserved, and fashion is certainly a part of our past. Researchers at the Chicago History Museum have invested years in studying what we have been wearing for centuries. This morning, we go down under to show you how the beautiful displays above ground come together. Welcome to the Chicago History Museum, where we go down under into the sprawling closet of old fashion. Each time-honored ensemble kept new with tender care. That's cute! 50,000 pieces, each with a story to celebrate. This is the second largest costume collection in the world. The term costume isn't about Halloween, but refers to any apparel of historic value. Here's a vest from George Washington's wardrobe, circa 1770s, and a well-traveled garment to be sure.
This piece, of course, being connected to a president, has the very highest level of dressmaking, and so you have exquisite material. The material was woven in France, and then it was sent to England to be embroidered and then come back to the United States.
One of the first families from the land of Lincoln is represented in the treasure.
What we have inside here is an ensemble that was worn by Mary Todd Lincoln during the presidential years of her husband at the White House.
Jackie O's fashion statements are in the mix. Fast forward to the stylings of Michael Jordan and the fans who made him a star.
We have workers, CTA bus drivers' uniforms, high fashion, the celebrities. We are the history of Chicago, and so our goal is to represent all walks of life in Chicago.
Garments are housed in archival boxes and never touched with bare hands. Unbleached muslin preserves them for display, each tagged to identify its pedigree. Even the curve appeal reflects the anatomy of eras going back 250 years.
Every 5 years or so, there'd be a new silhouette, a flattened silhouette, or a very voluptuous silhouette, and that was all created by the corset, or even undergarments.
Madonna may have introduced some tweens and teens to corsets, but they're old news in this lingerie trove. Women who wore these trained their torsos down to 18 to 22-inch waists.
You couldn't simply put a corset on a woman today who hadn't had previous experience with a corset and expect to get her waist down. You would cause great damage. The internal organs need to be displaced, your lung capacity is reduced.
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married.
A bride is never out of style. That's why this lavish I Do Chicago Ties the Knot exhibit is such a hit. It took Long and his staff more than a year to create this exhibit from heads to toes. Gowns unfurled carry the love stories of over 150 years of Chicago couples beginning their shared history. Just a chapter from the Chicago History Museum's Costume Vault. And you really notice with the bridal exhibit all the different colors of gowns, and not only did brides pick them for their wedding day, but to wear as their Sunday best, because they had multi-purposes. And I had to laugh because Tim was telling me when he told his parents that he was studying costume history, they're like, Halloween?
That's what you're going to do with your life?
That's what you're going to do with your life? So fascinating.
It is.
Some of the costumes that you would see there have special embroidery, like the George Washington piece. A lot of times embroidery was used to represent colors of the family crest or something. Magnificent, magnificent styling. But the silhouettes and the corsets.
And the corsets, that's what I heard. 18 to 20 inches?
I heard a moan when she said that.
Everybody suck it in. We just need to be trained.
You have to be trained
Okay,
to
got it.
displace your lung capacity.
Right.
Don't breathe.
I said the men just let the bellies hang. Didn't care. That was fascinating.
Very
interesting.
Tag on our morning guest list right here to our State Street studio. It is so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Good
It's so fun to be here.
I was telling Joan all about my expressway baby.
Oh my God. I love that. That's just, it's like you never think actually that actually happens, and it actually happened.
And I didn't think I was going to meet you in person here in the studio. It's great. And it's been such a priority for you to stay here in Chicago, raise your family here instead of moving out west.
Yeah, I think, there's good values here. I think if you get in those extreme places, there's lots of distractions, and it's not good for your kids, I think, in the end of the day.
Well, we love the fact that you have chosen to stay here in
it's
Chicago.
the bomb, right?
Yeah,
Chicago
it is.
I mean, it doesn't get better.
And you are doing a wonderful fundraiser right here in town. Tell us about that.
You know what? It's part of Glad to Give, and you can go there online, gladtogive.com, which is, this amazing company that does, sandwich bags and products, and they teamed up with a mom whose son was diagnosed with cancer, and it's like, all the treatments for cancer are 20 years old. It's the leading cause of death by disease for children. And there's no new research out there because no one wants to talk about it. And there's great stuff that can be done. And so she said, I'm just going to start having a bake sale.
A bake sale.
So we can raise money to get new funding for treatments for kids. And Glad teamed up with them because they make all the bake sale products. And they've done incredible. I think last year they did $250,000 they raised with just moms doing bake sales
all around the country.
And so today we're going to do me and Peter Fasinelli and Gemma Mays from Glee. We're all going to do a...
now, yours is a virtual bake sale.
It's a virtual bake
sale.
How does that work? It's going to stream live on Facebook, on the Glad to Give page on Facebook. And then we're just going to... And then they're going to do it on different days, because this is all throughout the holiday season.
And it's a challenge to see who can raise more money, right?
Yes. So,
awesome.
come on,
Yeah,
Chicago.
come on. You get to link onto Joan's page and buy virtual cookies, I think is how it works.
Yes, you can do your own bake sale. You can go on there and buy cookies and get them for hostess gifts for people, or you can just buy, in general, you can just buy Glad bags, and then you can go to the website and put your code in, and then they donate up to $100,000.
It is an awesome
$200,000.
Awesome idea.
It's
and
great.
It's such a great cause.
Yes,
yeah.
and it's a weird epidemic that's going on as kids with cancer
Yeah.
right now. And it really is, there's no funding there for new treatments. They're all for older
Think about it,
adult
yeah.
cancer patients, not for kids. And they use a lot of the treatments for kids to treat older patients too, because
Right.
it's a much more...
By the way, I want to tell everybody
Yeah.
we're going to have all this information
Okay.
online too if you want to join and go online and join this campaign and meet Joan on Facebook. But let's talk about Toy Story 3. What a phenomenal success of a movie. How does it feel for you?
You know what? It's back them and support them. So it's just, I'm so happy for them that they've
we're
been
so
so
happy for you. And
successful.
I have to say, as a mom, I cried so hard
I know.
at the end of that movie.
I know. But didn't you love the little girl and he gave the toys to the
Loved
little girl?
everything about that story. You know, like the kids loved watching it.
I know.
We did too.
I know.
Great movie.
Yeah, I wish I could take more credit for it, but I can't. It was fun to be part of.
42 degrees is the temperature right now at movie The Ice Princess. So I was telling her.